Fam, happy waking bake, happy waking bake. The butt of the morning, the butt of the morning, permanent Chimera, fam. Good strain, fam, you know what I'm saying? And water of the morning, you know what it is. Sodium bicarbonate and lime. Start your day off with that, fam. Start get your little flush in, get your little flush in, fam. Word up. Anyway, fam, what's up? How you doing out there? Boy, no punk. No punk. Another short one just for you, fam. This one's gonna be about let's see, our Caucasian offsprings, our fellow European American citizens. You know what I'm saying? I made a video, it was talking about the stand your ground law in Texas, right? It was about the Carmelo Anthony situation right there. So I read what stand your ground law is, right? So I put it on a video there. Now I got people coming like most of the could be a few of these too, but most of that there, and they're delusional. This and that, this and that, this and that. It wasn't self-defense and this and that. I didn't say self-defense. I said stand your ground. There's a difference between that there, you know what I'm saying? And a difference between states. So all you chumps out there on the internet here talk all that mess, you know what I'm saying? Type in stand your ground law in Texas, right? And you see what it is. They coming at me, oh, he didn't do this there, he wasn't bleeding, he never scratched on him. It's a stand your ground law. So you must not wait till someone push you, you know what I'm saying? Or swing on you, none of that there. Once you feel that you're in danger, this mother coming at you with some kind of crazy ass shit, pop, pop, pop. You can do that there. I didn't make the laws. Like I same I told them nobody do. I said, y'all made them laws. You know what I'm saying? So when it happens to y'all, oh, it's a big thing then. No. They want to talk about that part, the for stand your ground law type shit there. But if there's a white person who shot a black person like that there, they'll throw that stand your ground law straight up in your face quick as a motherfucker. They'll do that there. You know what I'm saying? They'll do that there. But like, hey, why y'all keep coming at people that support Carmelo Anthony so hard, threats to the family, threats to the judge, and things of that nature there. No, this is America, you know what I'm saying? We have a judicial system here, you know what I'm saying? They don't want things just to go, just sit around and let things go the way it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They want to mob up. If this back like the 1800s there, Carmelo Anthony would be dead by now. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they would have stormed the goddamn county jail, took him out the goddamn county jail, and lynched him, fam. And lynched him. Yes, they would have lynched his ass. You say, after they lynched him, what if I did to him? Huh? They'll take the skin and use the skin and make pocketbooks and things of that nature there, fam. Yeah, take their hair and make seat cushions and pillows and things of that there. But they don't talk about that there. They don't talk about that. They squeaky clean or something there. No. Y'all not squeaky clean. Y'all try to hide things always of what y'all do. And then expect black people now to feel some kind of way of the situation. I don't know about them black dudes over there. I don't know about them black people over there. But come to fuck no punk. I feel no remorse. I feel nothing. I'm not saying it was a good thing. No, I'm not saying that. I just don't feel nothing. I'm numb. You know what I'm saying? I should be numb. Every black person that's in America, not every black person, every original black American, you know what I'm saying, who've been here since the goddamn 1800s, whatever the fuck it is there, they should feel no remorse. You know what I'm saying? If they do, there's something wrong with them. Maybe they're one of these church people out there who, I was saying, like when I think it was in Dillon, came outside there, shot the 9 people in church in South Carolina, and the cracker cops took him to get a whopper or some shit like that. What happened the next goddamn day? When people sitting there saying, we forgive him. This demon came inside the house of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Came in the house of deceitful, you know what I'm saying? He had in his mind the intention that he's going to wipe out some of the original people. And that's what he did there. 9 of them shot them all up. They even prayed when he came in, even prayed with them. That's some demon ass stuff there, fam. Yes, there's some demon, but traffic, they're so squeaky clean and shit there. Like they do nothing. Try to call out people savages, ghetto, this and that, this and that there. But the atrocities committed against African Americans by white Americans, it spans centuries, include both systematic and individual acts of racial violence, oppression, and discrimination, fam. Huh? Yeah, but they don't talk about things like this stuff they don't want to teach in their schools. They don't want their little children, you know what I'm saying, to feel like they're embarrassed at school. They don't want to feel that be ashamed of what their forefathers had done to our people. They don't want that inside schools no more. They don't want to tell about how they won't kidnap our people, you know what I'm saying? How they raped our people, you know what I'm saying? Women, men, and children, fam. Yeah, rape. They don't want to know about how their ancestors were rapists and murderers and things of that nature, pedophiles, you know what I'm saying, raping little kids and things of that nature. This is true facts. They don't want that out there, you know what I'm saying, fam? Slavery, 1619 to 1865, fam. So let's say 246 years in America, our people were slaves. Everyone yells us 400 years. This I don't know about that 400 years. I'm going by what they're doing this is 246 years, right? In the U.S., slavery was legal for over 200 years, where African Americans were bought, sold, and treated as property. I mean, they can do anything they want to do to you, right? But they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing about that. They're like, well, I have nothing to do with that deal. When they're sitting there benefiting of all the goddamn benefits, all these goddamn these banks, J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, all these banks, all these Jews, huh? The Jews keep their mouth shut because they run America. You know what I'm saying? Of all the slave ships were Jewish owned. Most of them were slave. I had a video a couple years ago, put that shit up there with a whole list of that shit there. If you don't believe, you can look for yourself. Them Jews, them slave ships there. Yeah, a whole bunch of them, fam. Yeah. Post-terror. Post-slavery terror, Jim Crow, 1865 to 1965. After the Civil War, systematic racism continued through. Black codes and Jim Crow laws enforced segregation in schools, transportation, public spaces. That's one thing I don't get mad about there, about the segregation part. Because I do believe we still should be goddamn segregated. Why? Because we was living much more better with more harmony, you know what I'm saying, before integrating with them. You know what I'm saying? Integrate with them. Yeah, that's what we did. We had stores and everything like that. Mom and pop stores. Now we don't got a goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Take over the goddamn hoods. You know what I'm saying? Move in. Build nice condos so that they know goddamn well we can't afford that shit there. And they move us out of there. You know what I'm saying? Move us out of there. Now we got to go back down south somewhere and try to find a goddamn place. We going to run after down south. They move down there. What you going to go to, huh? Fucking Mexico? Come on, man. Goddamn. I'm saying. They not deny Black Americans voter rights, education, and equal opportunities, and they try to say, or fool us like, why y'all not up like us? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all don't have the same things we're doing? This is how you saying, it's an equal opportunity here. You know what I'm saying? You should have that there. Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bullshit. Lynchings. They don't say nothing about lynchings going on to this goddamn day. A young brother, I think was lynched in North Carolina, I think about a couple weeks ago. They found there was a couple last year. Every year it's about 2 or 3 of them that we know about. You know what I'm saying? They try to say, oh, it was suicide. This goddamn dude, a rope on his neck, on his little low branch, he's down on his goddamn knees. Huh? Come on, fam. Yeah, but they don't say nothing about that. They keep that real hush-hush, you know what I'm saying? You had thousands of African Americans who lynched, hanged and burned alive between 1880 and 1916. It's still going on now. Burn them. It's having called the barbecue joints there. You know what I'm saying? They would bring their whole family out there, have announcements, and stuff like that. Have their children watch and people get hung and burned. You know what I'm saying? Cutting their penises off, the genital parts of people, you know what I'm saying? And keeping it. Some I heard some of them even was eating it, fam. Cannibalism type shit on our people, eating our people. Like I know, like Nat Turner might got ate some shit there. Use the skin as leather, all that goddamn crazy stuff, fam. But act like, we should be the same them. You ain't equal opportunity here. Why you in the ghetto and stuff like that? Come on, man. Often accused falsely, mobs acted without trials. They acted without trials. That's why I said Carmelo Anthony was back like 1860s or early 1900s, some shit. Maybe right now, somewhere in goddamn them southern goddamn states. You know what I'm saying? They would jump inside that goddamn prison and pull him out and lynch his ass. He'd be goddamn dead by now. We know that shit there. You know what I'm saying, fam? Notable case: Emmett Till in 1955, 14-year-old boy lynched for allegedly whistling at a white woman. Huh? This white piece of trash, she lived, I think she died now, but she lived until recently, you know what I'm saying? And no one said nothing about her. She wasn't put up on no goddamn charges or nothing. It's like fucking swept under the goddamn rug. Somebody should have found her goddamn address and off the fucking ass. You goddamn right. Yeah. How about all the race massacres they done to us? You know what I'm saying? The race massacres. Every time we try to, build things for ourselves, like after slavery, They get jealous. They say, how these dudes here, so we kidnapped them, abused them, do all the goddamn thing to them, give them some fake ass Bible and tell them some bullshit always to try to make them be like obedient like goddamn dogs, and they still rise up. They still make little towns with banks and schools and every goddamn thing. They don't need us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it was better when we wasn't all that segregation shit. We had our own shit. Like the Tulsa race massacre in 1921. White mob destroying the prosperous black neighborhood of Greenwood in Tulsa, Oklahoma, killing up to 300 people, fam. 300 people. Ain't nobody gonna get no justice for them there. They ain't get no kind of a new place to live or some kind of reparations or compensations. They ain't give them a goddamn thing. Same with Rosewood. 1923, a black Florida town was wiped out after a false accusation. A false accusation. Most of these fuck asses comes from white women or some saying some shit there. This black person raped me or some shit like that there. That's why I feel sorry for these goddamn dudes out there now. Most of these goddamn these beggars out there, and they do crazy shit to them like they goddamn do right now in the current situation. Shannon Sharp. Yeah. That's how you mess with goddamn beggars out there, huh? Gotta stay away from them, you know what I'm saying? You must not do nothing to them. Same thing I would tell you, must not do nothing. You must gotta be near them. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you since slavery. What do you think they're doing? It was just a black man. I mean, the white slave master raping slaves, the men, women, and children. The woman was doing it goddamn too. She was doing that goddamn too. Raping the girls, licking on them, on the little kids, the little boys. Yeah. Getting some mandingo. She see them big brothers out there. It's a strong working out there. She's sitting there getting horny and shit. They getting wet, playing with herself at nighttime. Come here, buck. Let them bust it up there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they know that shit there. There's always been a war on black people, since we've been here. That's why it will never be nothing where we'll have harmony here. That's why I tell black people, stop putting your hope in that shit there. There's no more hope, you know what I'm saying? From day one, they proved and showed their true colors. You expect them to goddamn change, huh? No. They're not going to goddamn change. Most definitely. How about all the mass incarceration and police brutality from 1970 to present? The war on drugs. Disproportionately that targeted black communities. You know what I'm saying? African Americans are incarcerated at 5 times the rate of white Americans for the same goddamn crime. Y'all can do the same goddamn crime as a white person. You get goddamn 10 years. That little white kid goddamn get a probation. You know what I'm saying? It's over and over. We see it over and over many cases, right? Police killings of unarmed black people. Examples like George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Eric Garner has sparked global protests. The whole world sees this here. You know what I'm saying? It's not like no one knows. Since we got a social media, the whole world sees us here. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I travel around, people talk about that shit there. You know what I'm saying? They know the plight of the brothers there. They know the plight, and they know it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Economic and education inequality is definitely there. You know what I'm saying? Fam, redlining from 1930s to the 70s. Black families were denied home loans, trapping generations in poverty. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get a goddamn home loan. You still get a goddamn home loan now today. What they gave was welfare. They gave welfare. When they gave the welfare, say you have welfare, but the man can't live in the house. So they broke up our homes. I'm saying. Isn't that the 70s? Broke up our homes. Back then, before we had mom and pop stores, my whole neighborhood was goddamn black. Candy stores, grocery stores, everything was goddamn black. Now, you go outside there, you don't understand what the fuck the person is talking to. Where we fucking from, you know what I'm saying? Ongoing job discrimination and wage gaps. It wasn't paying us, they're still not paying us the same thing that we should be getting, fam. Nah. Yeah, come on, man, fam. Cultural erasure and dehumanization. Stereotyping, mocking, example, blackface, and exclusion from media, leadership, and history. Psychological trauma passed through generations, history, and racial trauma, fam. Psychological trauma. It's not about psychological trauma, it's also physical trauma, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's why black people got the most high blood pressures and things like that. The stress our people, our family going through, change our diet. We wasn't eating all this goddamn bullshit food that y'all call slave food, which is, y'all call soul food, which is slave food, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't eating that shit back in Africa, you know what I'm saying? We had mostly fruits and other goddamn things in there, We picking from the goddamn trees, you know what I'm saying? We come over here and eating bullshit. That's why we so fucked up now. We had changed our ways too much like them. The sugary dyes, the pork, and all that goddamn shit. So therefore, they fucking say, you act like them, you're gonna die like them, fam. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Word up, fam. Yeah. There's more shit that these people have done to our people, you know what I'm saying? But want to sit there and act like keep their mouth shut. They know the truth, but don't want their children to know. That's why I say, you do listen to my videos, watching my videos there. See the shit that I say. Tell you, spread the word. Share that shit there. Don't just fucking pop in for goddamn 10 seconds and hop on out and don't spread the goddamn word. If not, then get the fuck on out here. Word up. I'm giving you goddamn knowledge and game so you can teach your damn kids. Don't be sitting there waiting for no goddamn schools to teach your children. Saying, oh, crying like weak ass black people. Oh, they don't want to teach our children in school black history and shit like that. Shut the fuck up. You stupid, goddamn, you weak. For someone to say something like that, you teach your own kid. Your kids, your responsibility. You teach them, fam. Teach them about the things, the communities, the communities that we had. They flood our communities. They drowned our communities, fam. Drowned them. We got communities under lakes. Communities that once flourished, had banks, schools, every damn thing. We did not need them. Before segregation, we didn't need them. We was doing well. We had fucking communities. How about Lake Lanier in Georgia? Built in 1950s, the lake was submerged in Oscarville, a thriving black community. Said the lake submerged Oscarville. They flood that shit there, fam? Oscarville had farms, businesses, and churches. After racial violence in 1912, including lynchings and mass expulsions, most black residents fled. The land was later seized and submerged. Today, mysterious depths and access at Lake Lanier are often linked to the town's dark past. You ever heard about Lake Lanier? You got a lot of people dying on this lake there. Like damn, just missing or just fucking drowned. Like, why? Those are the spirits of our people under there. Yes, that's what that is, fam. Those are the spirits of the black people under goddamn Lake Lanier in Georgia. They flooded the whole goddamn town. That's some goddamn evil. That's some demon shit there, fam. Demon shit there, right? And what about Lake Martin in Alabama? In the 1920s, this man-made lake flooded several communities, including black towns. Flooded several communities, including black towns. Many were never compensated or relocated fairly. That means they give them a goddamn thing. They don't get another place to stay, fam. And especially here with my park here, Central Park, New York City, Seneca Village. Most people would know about that. We know Desert Young, but I know about that stuff there, you know what I'm saying? Before Central Park existed, a free black community called Seneca Village thrived there from 1825 until 1857. Residents owned land and homes. That was rare for black people at that time. The city used eminent domain to seize and demolish it for Central Park. Archaeological digs confirmed buried homes and streets. Under Central Park, there's got them homes and streets and shit in there. Yeah. They build on top of shit. They build on top of things. There's a lot of things you might see that are just built on top, like you might get this shit called Tartarian. You can know about that. Tartarian, you see things like buildings that look like, wow, who made this building there? We don't do shit like that today, but it's there, right? You might see the base of it, but sometimes it go deeper under that goddamn ground. Like I'm saying, you might have a city. So we say your city, where it might be, we'll say a goddamn Portland, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Under that goddamn city, there's another city, fam. Many cities are that way like that, right? And what about Lake Fontana, North Carolina? During World War II, the government built Fontana Dam. It displaced many black families and drowned their land. They drowned their land on purpose, fam. Records show little to no compensation for those forced to leave. Vanport, Oregon. In 1948, a flood destroyed Vanport, the second largest city in Oregon at the time and home to many black workers. The city was built poorly on a floodplain. Despite warnings, officials didn't evacuate in time. Over 15,000 were left homeless overnight and many never returned. These acts weren't just accidents, fam. They weren't no kind of accidents. They often reflect a pattern of displacement and erasure of black progress, land ownership, and generational wealth. We say it to you again. We get that to you again. We understand this here. What it matters, why it matters. These acts weren't just accidents. They were on purpose. They often reflect a pattern of displacement and erasure of black progress, land ownership, and generational wealth. That means they don't want you. They don't want to see the progress. They don't want you to get no land. They don't want you to earn generation wealth. So therefore, there's no way in the world that these demons going to ever try to give you some goddamn reparations. Huh? Yeah. Come on, fam. About the lynchings, Mississippi, huh? All the lynchings. You don't say about all the lynchings that happened inside there, you know what I'm saying? Mississippi had 564 documented lynchings of black people between 1877 and 1950. That's 73 years. Those are documented lynchings. Documented. There's probably got them 10 times more of that there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Other states with high numbers include Georgia, 589, Louisiana, 549, Arkansas 503, Texas 493, Alabama 347. Mississippi, deep-rooted slavery, sharecropping, white supremacy. After Reconstruction, Mississippi passed strict Jim Crow laws and violently suppressed black civil rights and voting efforts. Lynchings were used as racial terror to enforce subjugation. These people been terrorizing us since we got them been on this goddamn land. You know what I'm saying? Didn't expect someone to feel some kind of a way when something happened in a situation when one of them get killed. I don't wish death on nobody. I always say that shit there, but I'm numb. I'm numb, fam. I'm numb. You know what I'm saying? Tuskegee, syphilis, study, 1932 to 72, 40 years, fam. The U.S. Public Health Services studied 600 men in Alabama, 399 with syphilis and 201 without. They were told they would be treated for bad blood, but were never actually treated, even after penicillin became the cure in the 1940s. They had a cure for that shit, but wouldn't even give up people the goddamn cure for that shit. Use them as goddamn guinea pigs, huh? The effect, dozens died, many went blind, insane, or passed syphilis to their wives and children, fam. Huh? Who would do some shit like that? But some goddamn demons, some goddamn devils, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got an apology from Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, he formally apologized in 1997. But fucking apology. Hit them people with some goddamn cash, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 40 out of 40 years, you ain't giving no goddamn money, but you want to send this goddamn Bill Clinton is making an apology. It's supposed to be all okay. Don't forgive these fools. Don't never forgive it. Don't never forget. Teach your children all the bad things they done to our people. You know what I'm saying? That's your fucking duty. If you don't got them duty, then you're a fucking failure. You know what I'm saying? What about Henrietta Lacks, 1951? A black woman treated for cervical cancer at Johns Hopkins. What happened? Doctors took her cancer cells with her consent. Her cells are called HeLa cells. They became the first immortal human cell line used worldwide for research, vaccines, cancer, AIDS, and genetics. Her family was not even formed or even compensated. You know what I'm saying? They used her cells, you know what I'm saying, to do research on vaccines, cancer, AIDS, genetics, and probably many other stuff there. But they ain't giving nobody no goddamn thing. Huh? The things they done to our people, the things they did to our sisters, you know what I'm saying? Dr. J. Marion Sims, father of modern gynecology. What he did. In 1840s, Sims performed painful experimental surgeries on enslaved black women without anesthesia. Why he do that? He was trying to treat fistulas, but viewed black women as less sensitive to pain. His legacy as statue of Sims has since been removed due to public outrage. Now, I do believe they had one of them his statue. It was in New York City somewhere. I remember it was in New York City, fam. Yeah. These experiments they done at people, fam. Experiments, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they still going on now to this goddamn day. Radiation and chemical experiments. Black prisoners and patients exposed to radiation, mustard gas, and experimental drugs without full consent, especially during Cold War era programs. LSD and all that stuff, fam. Come on, man. Birth control, sterilization. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In the 60s until the 70s, black women, especially in the South, were often coerced or misled into sterilization. That's the same thing that these Jews are doing to the Ethiopian Jews out there in Israel, you know, to the females out there. You know, sterilization, fam. Yeah. This is known as the Mississippi appendectomies. These procedures were often done without consent, especially on young or poor women. Huh? Come on, fam. Who would do things like that? Nobody but some goddamn demons. Nobody but some demons. The impact of legacy. These abuses have deep mistrust in the black community toward the healthcare system. Of course, we should not trust no healthcare system. They trying to kill us. You said the goddamn pandemic shit happened there. What's happening? Mother out there goddamn dying. Where I'm at, people's catching the pandemic stuff there, but I don't know no one passed away. But in America, I got a few homies who are gone from that stuff there. I like them like, why? Now why? Huh? Why? Maybe for the taking they got them internal organs. That's probably why, fam. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The things they do to us and try to act like they're so goddamn innocent. Like look at them. Look at things they always do. They're always stealing the stores, or whatever it is. There's a history to that shit there, you know what I'm saying? You never give us the opportunity to fucking rise up, because, you know what I'm saying? When we did have the opportunity before segregation, we built goddamn communities. What y'all do? Y'all watched us. They watched us. Our beautiful black people, they watched us. Yeah, they're on top of the hills watching, jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, they do the flush down there. They got cars and shit down there now. They rolling. We still on goddamn mules and horses and shit there, you know what I'm saying? They were jealous. So what they had to do? They want to destroy that shit there. You know what I'm saying? Destroy it. Oh, some sending a white girl said, oh, he raped me. You know, some goddamn crazy shit like that, and now they won't come at him. But like I said before, if this was the 1860s and shit like that, or even now in them deep South places there, Camilla Anthony would be dead by now. They would go inside there and bombard that goddamn county jail, pull him out there and lynch him. You know what I'm saying? Lynch him, yes, and bring on, tell all the kids to come out there to watch this shit. Watch a black man burn. Yeah, watch the black man burn. They make sure they had postcards and all that shit there. Yeah, all that shit they did there. These people are fucking evil. I'm gonna give goddamn, they ain't shit called a goddamn thing, but they're fucking evil. It's in their goddamn DNA. What do you expect? So right now I'm not surprised at things they do, even goddamn say. That's the norm for them. That's the norm for them. But someone told me before, there's a good man. He said, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what it is. That life here is a blink of an eye. When you pass away, we move on, it could be eternity. It's going to be eternity, fam. So do you think they can do all this crazy, wild shit to you right now, and they're not going to be punished? They're not going to be punished? Yes, these demons are going to be punished, and they know they're going to be punished. So they're going to try to do all the things they can do right now, these demons, you know what I'm saying? How can they go and stand in front of my father? Stand in front of my father, the creator, and justify what they have done to his people. And I'm out, fam. Peace.